Hi guys, it's Stacy with HandmadeByStacyJ. Today I'm going to show you how to make the Merry Mat mug rug. This is a design that I made for the holidays for 2020. This is lovely because it's quick and easy. You can usually make one of these, or I can, in about an hour to an hour and a half. It's not difficult. It's just a very simple repeat. And you have options where you can have the fringe, or you can choose to just pick up stitches and have a clean border. And I do have a sample of that so you can see what that looks like. So this is what the mug rug looks like with just, picked up stitches. So if you prefer to do this for a man in your life or just somebody who doesn't care for fringe, that totally works fine. Otherwise, the fringe is great too. This uses a very little amount of yarn. It's a great way to just dive into your stash and whip up a quick little gift. You can get this for free on my blog, or you can go to Ravelry to get an ad-free PDF. The PDF has all the directions as well as a handy-dandy checklist, so that way you can go through and check off each of the boxes. I do ask if you do make these as a gift, or you can make them as gifts, you can do them for yourselves. If you do want to sell them, please do go on Ravelry and get the ad-free PDF, because it does help me out. So let's go over the materials needed for this project. We are going to need knitting needles. So these are my Knit Picks knitting needles. They're the straight ones. I'll have an affiliate link for these in the notes. Actually, I'll have affiliate links for everything I use here in the notes. These are US size 6 or 4 millimeter. And then I have a G size or 4 millimeter crochet hook. This is my Furls Odyssey, which I absolutely love these. They are just such a dream to work with. And gosh, look how beautiful they are. They're just absolutely gorgeous. I like the weight of them. They're a little bit heavier, and that works for me. I really enjoy that. We'll also need some yarn. I'm using Caron Simply Soft for this project. So I have the color Autumn Red, and you only need about 30 yards of this. And then I also have the color White, and for this you only need about 16 yards. So not a whole lot needed. So let's go ahead and get started on this. To begin with the Merry Mat, I began by casting on 36 stitches, and I used the long tail cast on method for this. Then you're going to knit one row. So knit one row, and this is all with your color A. And your color A is, in my case, it's the Autumn Red. So you're going to knit one row for the cast on, and then we'll begin the pattern repeat. Now that I've knitted one row, I'm ready to begin the pattern repeat. So for row 1 with the pattern and your color A, which in my case is the Autumn Red, I'm going to knit one row. For row 2, we're going to begin by knitting 2. Then we're going to purl all the way down into the last 2 stitches, and then you're going to knit 2. And I'll meet you at the end of this row. I'm on to my last purl, and then we have 2 stitches left, and I'm going to knit those 2. Then we'll turn our work and begin row 3. For row 3, we're going to begin using our color B, or in my case, white. And we will begin by knitting 5. And don't cut your main color. You're going to carry up the yarn all up the side, so you're not going to be cutting your colors. So there's 1. I'm going to tighten this up, tidy it up a little bit. Knitting 5. So 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we're going to start the pattern repeat, where we're going to slip 2, knit 2. Now because this is your right side, you'll always slip with the yarn in the back. So you slip purlwise, 1, 2. Then we're going to knit 2. 1, 2. And one thing to be careful of is you don't want your floats to be super tight, because that'll bunch up your stitches. But you also don't want them super loose either, because then they'll be all dangly in the back. So let's do this repeat one more time. Slip 2, knit 2, slip 2, knit 2. slip 2, knit 2, slip 2, oops, knit 1, knit 2. And then we're going to continue doing this until we get to the last 3 stitches. 1, 2, knit 2, slip 2, knit 2. Then when we have 3 left, we're going to knit. Then this is what it should look like. We're going to turn our work. Now we're on the wrong side. For the wrong side, we're going to knit 2. There's 1, 2. Then we're going to purl 3. 1, 2, 3. After we do that, we're going to slip 2 and purl 2. Now because we're on the wrong side, we're going to keep all of our floats on the same side. So you're going to slip with the yarn in the front. So slip 1, slip 2, purl 1, purl 2. And that's the repeat down this row. So yarn in front, purl 1, purl 2, or I'm sorry, slip 1, slip 2, then purl 1, purl 2. Again, still keeping an eye on how you do your floats. So we slip those 2, and we purl these 2. Yarn in front, purl 2, slip 2. Or, I'm sorry, slip 2, purl 2. I'm having difficulty speaking right now. Slip 2, purl 2. And you're going to continue doing this across. We're almost to the end. Slipping these 2. Purling these 2. And now we'll have 3 stitches left. So we're going to purl 1 and knit 2. So purl 1, knit 2. Now I'm going to tidy this up just a little bit. I'm not going to pinch it too tight because I don't want to have a puckered spot. Then we're going to turn our work. And now we're going to work with color A. And this is a really easy row, so we're just going to knit. But what I like to do, because we're carrying the yarn up, is I do a little twist. So I twist the yarn over, and then I twist it once more. So essentially it's just kind of securing itself in there. And this way it carries up nicely up the side. So we're just going to knit across with color A. And I will meet you at the end of this row. For row 6, with color A on the wrong side, we're going to begin by knitting 2. Then we're going to purl to the last 2 stitches. So purl down to the last 2 stitches, and I will meet you at the end of this row. Okay, I'm coming up to the end of this row. I'm going to purl this last one, and then I have 2 stitches left. And with these 2 stitches, I will just knit. Then we'll turn our work, and this is how it should look so far. Now we're going to switch to color B, and because you already did that twist, if you didn't undo your yarn, it should already still have a twist when you go to use your yarn. So what we're going to do with this color B is we're going to knit 3. 1, 2, 3. Then we're going to do like we did before, where we're going to slip 2, but the yarn will be in the back. So slip 2, and then knit 2. Then with the yarn in back, we're going to continue that repeat. We slip 2, and knit 2. Slip 2, knit 2. And continue this all the way down to the last stitch, till there's 1 stitch remaining. Alright, we're coming up to the end. I'm doing my final knit 2. When you have 1 stitch remaining, just knit. Then turn your work. And this is the last row of the pattern repeat. So row 8, with the wrong side, we're going to knit 2. Then we're going to purl 1. Now we're going to begin the slipping, but because we are on the wrong side, the yarn will be in front. So we're going to slip 2, and then purl 2. Again, making sure that your floats don't get all bunchy. So slip 2, and purl 2. Slip 2, purl 2. And continue doing this all the way across to the last 5 stitches. And then I'll walk you through that part. Alright, to the last 5 stitches. So we're going to have the yarn in front. We're going to slip 2, purl 1, and knit 2. And that's it for the pattern repeat. So go ahead and repeat this, the pattern rows 1 through 8, 3 more times. And then you'll repeat pattern rows 1 through 6 once more. And then you just knit 2 rows, bind off knitwise. To get the written directions for this pattern, again, you can go to my blog at www.handmadebystacyj.com. There you can find a free pattern, or if you'd like the ad-free PDF, I do offer that on my Ravelry store, which I will have links for below. I hope you found this tutorial helpful. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Consider subscribing, sharing, just have some fun with it. And I will see you later. Have a great day. Happy knitting. Bye-bye.